Creativity is more than just a hobby. It's a powerful form of self-expression and emotional release. Whether through art, music, writing, or other creative pursuits, teens can navigate their emotions, develop self-confidence, and find their unique voice in an ever-demanding world. Today, we are privileged to have Ms. Archana Pandey, principal of the Vivekanand School, Gurugram, joining us. Ms. Pandey is a passionate advocate for holistic education and has consistently championed the role of creative outlets in fostering emotional well-being among students. Her approach to integrating creativity into education has been transformative. We are eager to hear her perspective on this vital topic. Welcome, ma'am, to Parenting Summit 2024.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you, ma'am. And before we start, I would, request you to briefly, introduce yourself so that, our viewers, listeners could, know a little bit more about you, ma'am.
Thank you, first of all, for having me here for this very pertinent topic that creative outlets are important in teenagers' lives. And talking about myself, I'm Archana Pandey. I'm currently the principal of the Vivekananda School, Sector 69, Gurugram. And my educational journey started in the field of education. I started in 2021, in 20, sorry, 2001. So since then, I have been going through various positions, and I have tried to impact the lives of children so that that will be my contribution towards the future of the country.
Hmm.
And in this journey, I have fulfilled various roles as PGT, started with PGT English, and then I became academic coordinator with ICFI National College. And moving forward, I also became a vice principal, and now I'm the principal of this prestigious institution.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. Ma'am, let's start. Uh, why do you think, creative outlets like art, music, or writing, are essential for teens' emotional and mental well-being?
Okay, if I talk about creative outlets, and they are very important for teenagers because creative outlets give them an opportunity to express their emotions, which they may not be able to articulate through words alone. So,
Hmm.
we talk about art, music, and writing also. They provide a safe space to process feelings, reduce anxiety, and build self awareness. For example, creative writing can serve as a form of mindfulness, while writing can help clarify and organize thoughts. So, studies have also shown that engaging in creative activities stimulates the brain's reward system, boosting mood and reducing stress. So, creative outlets provide teens with a healthy and non destructive way of
Hmm.
reducing stress. So,
Hmm.
creative outlets they provide another way for which the teenagers can adopt, and they
Hmm.
can utilize their time in a constructive manner.
Right, right. And
Beyond,
yes,
yes.
sorry, ma'am, you're saying something.
So I was only saying that it is, for example, if we talk about journaling and painting, the
Mhm.
teenagers feel like personal sanctuary where teens can process complex thoughts and feelings about judgment without judgmental from others.
Right, ma'am, right. So just adding into it, how do you think it helps, in managing stress and emotions, more effectively? Do you think that any relation in it?
Right. So, if we encourage creativity, it can help teenagers to manage their stress and emotions very
Mm-hmm.
effectively by providing them healthy outlets for self expression and emotional processing. So,
Mm-hmm.
creativity can act as a coping mechanism, if you can say. So, when
Mm-hmm.
teens engage in art, music, writing, they shift their focus from stressors to the activity,
Mm-hmm.
promoting relaxation and emotional release. For
Mm-hmm.
example, playing a musical instrument that can regulate breathing and calm the nervous system. So
Right.
creativity helps them in developing problem solving skills, which are
Mhm.
vital for managing challenging situations. So,
Right.
if we talk about creative activities like writing, painting, music, or dance, it allows teens to express feelings they might struggle to articulate verbally. And engaging in these creative things, it gives the brain's reward system, it activates the reward system, and it
Right.
promotes relaxation and reduces
Mhm.
stress to a greater degree. Activities
Right.
like drawing and crafting that can also serve as meditative experience and
Right.
lowering their anxiety levels.
Mm-hmm. Right, very right, ma'am. So, ma'am, what are some signs that a teen may benefit from exploring creative, outlets, and how can parents and teachers identify them?
So, parents and teachers can look for some indicators that a
Hmm.
teen might benefit from creative outlets. For example, frequently feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or sad, difficulty in expressing or processing emotions, tendency to bottle up feelings or exhibit frequent mood swings, showing signs of academic or social pressure such as irritability, fatigue, or apathy, difficulty concentrating or maintaining motivation. So, these are some signs which the teachers and parents can observe, and then they can motivate the teenagers to go for creative outlets. It can be teachers and parents can also observe their interests. Teens
Hmm.
doodling in notebooks, enjoying
Hmm.
music, or
Hmm.
writing in journals that could indicate that there is a natural inclination of the teenagers towards this, and then they
Right,
can motivate them further.
right. A close observation, what a teen is engaging in his or her, free time will
Yes,
give a good idea to parents and
right.
teachers, right?
Yes,
And one should
and
then start encouraging.
right, right.
So, ma'am, in your experience, how can teens, balance their academic responsibilities while actively pursuing their creative passions? We have seen sometimes, teens find it challenging because, between academics and doing creative work is more engaging or more interesting for teens, and they at times, just so how do you suggest they can manage this?
One thing is balancing academics with creativity requires intentional planning and support. So,
Mm,
what they can do is prioritize time management. And we can encourage teens to use planners or digital tools to schedule their time or for homework, extracurricular activities, and creative projects. So they can set aside specific creative hours during less demanding parts of the week.
hmm.
Then they can integrate creativity into learning. So we
Hmm.
can suggest creative approaches to schoolwork, such as writing essays as stories, creating visual projects, or using music or art to enhance their presentations. Then we can give them some realistic goals. We can help teens break their creative projects into smaller, manageable tasks that can fit into their schedule without overwhelming them.
Right,
They can
right.
make creativity a stress reliever. So they
Hmm.
can frame creative pursuits as a way to recharge rather than an additional task. So they
Hmm.
can be gap fillers when they are studying, and then they can fill those gaps by doing something creative. Then
Right, right.
we can communicate openly. Teachers and parents can discuss with teens how much they want to dedicate their creative passions and what sacrifices, if any, they are willing to make, like
Hmm.
fewer TV hours, lesser
Hmm.
mobile hours or screen time. So we need
Hmm.
to set boundaries. We need to
Hmm.
ensure that academics don't completely overshadow creativity, but also teach teens to manage creative projects without letting them encroach on important academic deadlines. So,
Right.
by fostering strong organizational skills and creating an environment that
Hmm.
values both academics and creativity, teens can
Hmm.
excel in both areas without feeling overwhelmed.
Right, right. That's an important point. Ma'am, just to understand, what are some of the initiatives that your school has implemented to encourage creativity among students?
Since I belong to the Vivekananda school, so here in the Vivekananda school, we promote creativity by organizing art and music competitions, creative
Okay.
writing contests, and several
Mhm.
other workshops like dance workshops and competitions.
Mhm.
Additionally, we have interdisciplinary approaches like using art in science projects or in maths, English, Hindi, social science. So we have interdisciplinary where a topic from maths can be picked up and then we include art in that, and which fosters innovation and deeper learning. We
Okay.
provide integrated curriculum by
Mhm.
integrating art in music into writing into traditional subjects. We show
Mhm.
students how creativity connects with academics. For example, we
Okay.
use storytelling to teach history or
Mhm.
illustrate concepts in science, which fosters innovation and a deeper understanding of subjects. Mind
Mhm.
maps, flow charts, comic strips are used to enhance their understanding. And we also organize collaborative projects like we have school band performances or creative writing, and this not only nurtures creativity but also builds teamwork and communication skills.
Okay.
And apart from this, we encourage our students to participate in art competitions. We
Mhm.
took them to Kiran Nadar Museum also to
Okay.
participate in one competition. Then they went to
Mhm.
Van Gogh exhibition, music competitions, camera
Yeah.
museum. So
Mhm.
to provide them the platform to showcase their talents and gain recognition, boosting their
Right.
confidence and motivating others to participate. And
Right.
recently we had our annual day
Mhm.
performance also, which was based on the theme of rhythms of our roots, a tribute to the culture of India, but which was all based on music and dance drama. So we
Okay.
ensure that our students have high quality materials and they're exposed to different platforms so that they can enhance their creative skills.
Right. I think it is a very important thing, and your school is doing wonderful around this creativity because see, for teens, I guess unless they get exposure, they themselves at times are not able to understand the options available in terms of
Right.
whether we talk about creativity, we only talk about maybe writing or music or that's all. But when you're doing so many programs, it could be as simple as uh, storytelling. That could be
Right.
one interest. So unless students get an opportunity to explore, they don't know what else they can do. So
Right.
giving
Right.
them the opportunity is very important.
Right.
Right. Ma'am, if we move to another part, which is the parents' side. So how can parents, create a environment at home that nurtures their teens' creativity and encourage self-expression?
So, school and parents, they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Without parental support, we cannot do anything. And whatever we are teaching or whatever we are nurturing here in the school has to be
Mm-hmm.
taken care of by the parents as well. So,
Very
what
true.
they can do is they can offer materials to the teenagers at home, to the
Mm-hmm.
students at home, like sketchbooks, musical instruments, journals, and they
Mm-hmm.
can set up a dedicated creative space at home so that they
Mm-hmm.
can nurture their creative skills further. And
Mm-hmm.
we can support their curiosity by enrolling them in classes or workshops and introducing them to various forms of art and music.
Mm-hmm.
And they can also become role models for them. They can share their own creative pursuits like painting, writing, music, and they can do it alongside with the teenagers, with their own children. That will further motivate the students to pursue their creative skills.
Plus,
Then,
that will build an engagement also between parents, and it'll help them bond better beyond in terms of
very true, very true.
yes,
And not to forget to praise their progress and efforts rather than
yes,
focusing on the end result and fostering confidence in their abilities.
right, right, ma'am. So, what advice would you give to parents who feel uncertain about supporting their child's creative pursuit, especially when these seems unconventional?
Right. Not to forget that they need to understand their passion. Learn why your child is drawn to that activity, acknowledge its value, and even
Mhm,
if it seems unconventional, what is there? The times are changing. Why not
mhm,
we accept and motivate them further? So there are
mhm.
many creative pursuits. They have viable career paths today. For example,
Right.
we have game design, digital marketing, content creation. So
Mhm,
they can encourage them to balance creativity with responsibilities, but avoid
mhm,
dismissing their interests outright. And they can speak with mentors, teachers, professionals in that field, or
mhm,
for advice on nurturing these pursuits responsibly. So, but
mhm.
then we need to have an open mind, understand that unconventional creative pursuits may not align with traditional academic or career paths, but they can still offer valuable skills and personal growth. Creativity
Mhm.
can lead to innovation, and many
Yep.
unconventional paths can lead to fulfilling and successful careers as well. So,
Right.
parents should take the time to learn about creative fields their child is interested in. This can
Mhm,
include researching emerging industries like digital
mhm,
art, gaming, content creation, and
mhm.
even sustainable fashion. So, by
Right.
gaining insight into these areas, parents can better support their child's dream, and
Mhm.
the bond will be stronger in the long run. So let your child experiment with various creative outlets without pressure to specialize early, and encourage them to try different media styles or techniques which can help them discover their true passion and potential. So
Right.
by
Right.
offering both emotional and practical support, parents
Mhm.
can empower their children to pursue creative passions with confidence, and even when those paths don't follow traditional norms.
Right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your wisdom and highlighting the importance of nurturing creativity in teens. Your insights, underscores the value of providing young minds with space to express themselves freely and emotionally through creative pursuits. To all our viewers, let's remember that fostering creativity is not just about building artistic skills. It's about giving them the tools to understand themselves and their emotions better. By encouraging art, music, and writing, we empower them to embrace their individuality and face life's challenge with resilience. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more enlightening topics that contributes to the growth of and well-being of our teens. Until next time, thank you for joining. Ma'am, once again, thanks a lot for taking out time and sharing your valuable thought. It was our pleasure to host you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.